I'm Sam, and this will be the first of a few videos where I go over how I wrote and produced some of my latest tracks. For this track I used a website called thevocalproject.com, and I'll link that in the description where you can get high quality rare vocals for your next project. So I've got the project open in Ableton here, and I'll just walk through different techniques I used and how I turned the vocal into the full track. So I started for this project with the vocal, and then I built the song around the vocal. So here's the vocal to begin with.
There's something about the way you love. You got me coming back for more.
I pitched this down a semitone as well because I wanted a bit more of a mellow feel to the song, and I liked how it sounded a semitone lower. With this vocal for the intro, I had two pianos, just built the chords to begin with. Very simple chords, but with some added notes, added sevenths to make it more interesting. So these are the chords that I went for. So they're the chords, they're the main chords throughout the whole song, but obviously the extra notes just give it a bit more emotion. And I've layered, for these I've layered the soft piano from Splice Instrument, as well as the Autograph Grand, and it just helps the song feel more full. So as well as the pianos, I've also got a synth, but it's more subtle. I just felt it added more emotion. So this is the synth with the pianos and the vocal. So for that synth, I've just used a standard Ableton synth with some effects, some reverb and some EQ, that's all. And I was aiming for a deep house selected kind of style. So as well as that, I've added some just some extra synths just to add more interest to the song, to the intro, so it's not just chords. So we've got a synth that plays this. There's also a bass. But that's more subtle, just fill out the low end of the song. The second half of the intro is accompanied by a top loop.
It's like I can never get enough.
And that brings us into the chorus. So for the chorus I've added a short break, just of half a bar. And then the main difference in the chorus, we've got a 4 on the floor kick. The piano that was playing the chords at the beginning is now just playing bass notes. And then the synth that started at the beginning is now playing same chords but with more of a rhythm to it, so it's not just the chords for the full bar. This just adds more movement to the track, more energy for the chorus. So the main difference in the chorus is the addition of these synths. For these synths I've added filter cutoff, which changes throughout the chorus. I've got another bass, just stabs. And then I've just found a sample from Splice and then this is the chorus.
I get lost in your ways, and I don't wanna be saved.
So that's the track, and that's how I turned the vocal into a full song. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll do some more of these very soon.
Lost in your ways, lost in your ways.